Welcome to UK Paranormal Search, and tonight we have travelled to Gloucestershire to investigate the iconic, and so they say, the very haunted Woodchester Mansion. In the heart of Woodchester Park lies a testament to Victorian grandeur and mystery, Woodchester Mansion, a Grade 1 listed Victorian Gothic marvel. It stands as a silent sentinel to a bygone era, its story woven into the fabric of time. The mansion, though majestic, remains unfinished, a haunting reminder of dreams left unfulfilled. Its construction began in the 19th century but was never completed, leaving behind an enigmatic legacy. Situated at the western end of Woodchester Park, amidst a picturesque valley, the mansion overlooks the quaint village of Woodchester, a place also that is steeped in history dating back to Roman times. The manor of Woodchester passed through many hands in the Middle Ages, each leaving their mark on the land. But it was the Victorian era that saw the birth of Woodchester Mansion. Crafted from locally sourced limestone, this architectural marvel boasts Cotswold charm with French influences, decorated by its gables and stone roof tiles. But perhaps its most striking feature is the south front, adorned with 4 spectacular gargoyles. During World War II, Woodchester Park serves as a different purpose, as troops trained in its serene surroundings for the challenges that lay ahead. The lakes became arenas for bridge building, exercises preparing soldiers for the invasion of Europe. Woodchester Mansion, a place where the past whispers secrets for those who dare to listen. In the depths of Woodchester Mansion, where they say shadows linger and whispers echo, lies a realm where the paranormal roams freely. Welcome to the world of inexplicable phenomena at Woodchester Mansion. The mansion offers an unforgettable journey into the unknown. From mysterious orbs to spectral apparitions, the mansion teems with spiritual manifestations that defy rational explanation, or so they say. Woodchester Mansion is a hotspot for ghostly encounters, captivating believers and skeptics alike with its array of apparitions. Witnesses have reported sightings of a young girl. Also, a young woman roams the halls as her spirit forever is trapped into the realm between worlds. Amongst the spirits is a short man, possibly a dwarf, believed to be a stonemason, whose unfinished work binds him to the mansion for eternity. Images of a ghostly figure darting furtively through the mansion's corridors and just disappearing into the darkness. Also, an American airman, a remnant of wartime tragedy, his presence a reminder of the mansion's tortured past. And in the dead of night, a floating head drifts silently through the mansion's corridors. Even the drive leading to Woodchester Mansion is not sparred from the supernatural, with reports of a spectral horseman galloping through the mist-covered grounds. For those who dare to seek the truth, Woodchester Mansion promises an encounter to the unknown, where the line between reality and the paranormal blurs into obscurity. So come with us as we now venture into Woodchester Mansion in night vision. So we're here at Woodchester Mansion. What a fantastic building this is. It's probably better than I actually thought. Chris Howley, some of you probably know Chris if you're into the paranormal. He's just shown us around, cracking guy. Told us a few things about the place. Absolutely fantastic. We had a walk around before and we were on the top floor. I think it was the top floor. No, we were down in the cellar area, which we'll be going to later. And 2 times we thought we heard, or thought I heard, was voices, like a woman's voice. We don't know if it was actually the echoes of our voices, we're not really sure. But that'll be a really interesting thing when we go back down the cellar later, just to see if we do pick anything up like that. But we all heard somebody talking, and then we heard like a yelping sound. So I'm not really sure. But the great thing about this place is there's just no traffic outside. It's about 1.5 miles from the gates that we had to travel down to actually get to the mansion. So we're in the middle of nowhere. It's even the grounds to this place is really old. A lot of Roman settlements here, so the history of it is absolutely phenomenal. And we've walked around, and it's probably one of the best buildings for a paranormal investigation that I've ever been to. It's absolutely fantastic. It's better than I thought it was. It's a place that I've always wanted to come to. So hopefully, guys, something really is going to happen tonight. We are going to come back next year here, definitely. Even if nothing happens tonight, we will be coming back to this location because it's absolutely fantastic. We've got Gary with us also tonight. Gary's just up on the top floor at the moment. He's got a new birthday present, so he's trying that out, and he's upstairs. So I'm just going to do a little bit of filming down here and just see if we do pick up on anything. As I say, it's so quiet, guys, here. The outside is so quiet. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we get tonight. We got to about 3 AM tonight, so hopefully it gives us enough time to actually get everywhere. It's a big place. We've got the chapel area to do, the cellars, and I'll tell you a tale about what happened on the upstairs corridor later on. It's just so dark because there's no lights. I think this is the old kitchen area we're going into. I think. So have to be careful where I'm going, guys, because I've no lights. I've only got the night vision camera to actually light my way, so I've got to be really careful I don't bump into anything. But yeah, this is the scullery. So this is just off the kitchen, which is through there, which we'll go into in a minute. Just tell by my voice now as I come into this part of the building, the acoustics, everything is echoing. It's such a big place, a big open plan place. But yeah, what a fantastic location this is, guys. Just got to be careful where I'm actually walking to. This is the kitchen we're going into, I think. 2 rooms. Oh. Let's just make it in a banner. The floors are so uneven as well, so we do have to be careful. Yeah, this is the kitchen area now we're in. Hey, Woodchester, I think if anyone goes back to the 2002 episode of Most Haunted, this is where they left Danielle Wellbrook, is it? Whatever her name is, I can't remember her name. But this is where they left her in here, and there's the old kitchen. Now, apparently this is the oldest part of Woodchester Mansion also, this kitchen area. And the floor is all original. According to Chris, this floor is original. It's just an absolutely amazing building here. So what we'll do is just get a little call out in here, just see if we do get anything, and see what happens. So there's these spirits with me now in Woodchester Mansion. My name is Phil. If there's anybody that wishes to come and communicate with me tonight in the spirit world, in Woodchester Mansion, I'm asking you to come forward tonight. Give us some type of sign that you're here, maybe. Maybe we can hear your voice. You can make a sound for us, it'd be absolutely fantastic. Come in peace, wish you no harm. Come with respect for you. Hello? Is there anybody here? Any spirit people with us now? Can you throw a stone, maybe? Apparently this has been done in this area. You could throw something at me, touch me. If you walk towards me, I'm sure you'll hear your footsteps. Bang there, I don't really know what that was. Something in that area. That was you. Could you do it again, please? Could you make that sound again? Could you make that sound again, please? Could you tap on something? Can you knock? Hear your voice? This place is blacker than black. I've been to some dark places, guys, but this place is black. I just can't see a thing. As I said, there's no street lamps outside, so there's no influence from anything outside that's going to affect us tonight. The only thing that will affect us is maybe some wildlife. And also this building also has bats as well, which just fly around, especially in the upper part of Woodchester Mansion. We went to one room before and there was a bat flying around our head in the light. So we do need to be aware of that tonight. So walking down the corridor now of the entrance to Woodchester, or the entrance we came in anyway. All these long corridors that just go off. I think the next one's a long corridor. You see down there, you can see it, but when I look down there it's just pitch black. We'll go down there in a mo. So come on, is any spirits of Woodchester Mansion, anybody that wishes to communicate with me? I'm asking you with respect to come forward. Can you walk towards me? Any workers that worked here? Anybody from the military? That used the grounds in practice for the D-Day landings? If there's anybody military here, can you come forward also? Walk towards me. Show yourself if you can, in a shadow form. Keep losing my balance because the floors are really uneven. Every so often I just lose my balance. Let's go in here. Just having to feel my way again because I don't know where the steps are or anything else. And this was the grand larder. This is the grand larder, and it was a cold room, and it was some, Chris was saying before, under that floor there's some kind of vent, and then the cold air comes through that thing there, which used to make it into like a cold room. Now it also says here on the wall that it was a mortuary. Now the only thing me and Chris has come up with, he said that's wrong, but he apparently had some guests over from the military who came to do a paranormal investigation here, and what they said probably was when you were doing the exercises outside the military for World War II for the D-Day landings, there was a bit of a disaster. 6 or 7 people got killed, and they reckon this was the room where they laid the military personnel out here in the later years, and this is the room they actually used to store the military bodies. That's what we think, why it's called the mortuary also. So if there's anybody from the military, any military personnel here that was exercising in the grounds of Woodchester Mansion, unfortunately the exercise went wrong and quite a few people died. Are you here tonight? If you are, can you come and communicate with me? Just to let us know that you are still here haunting this building. Could you make a sound for me? Can we hear your voice? I've heard so many things about this mansion. A skeptic friend of mine came, I don't know, I think it was about 15 years ago or so. He's a skeptic like myself, nothing really happens to him. And he said this is the only place where he actually maybe saw something. was at Woodchester Mansion, and he said that's what he saw. He saw this like black shape thing. I've just been speaking to Chris, and he said that was really interesting. We'll tell you the tale later on when we go down into the cellar area, but what we're going to do now, we're going to head towards the chapel area at Woodchester Mansion, and that's supposed to be also one of the haunted hotspots of the mansion. Room here, like another room. Oh, let's see, there's steps. That's why I need to be careful, because there's just steps. I say it's so dark, so dark. Old fireplace there. And that there was the confession box. That was a confessional box there. You just see the window, and that's where he did confession. And I think is the just looking where I'm going. I think now we're walking into the chapel area of Woodchester Mansion. I said that's supposed to be one of the most haunted parts of this mansion as well. So there is the confession box. That's where you would have gone for confession. And there's a little window where the curtain would have been, where you used to confess all your sins. I've probably been there a very, very long time, but hey ho. Right, into the chapel area. There's a bit of construction work going on in here. Let's say this is supposed to be one of the most active parts of Woodchester Mansion, and I'm just looking up here without the night vision, and all you can see is shadows on the ceiling, and you see how high this building is. Look at that, it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely fantastic. That's how high it is. There's a little bit of scaffolding here in the chapel. But this is the chapel. We will be coming back to all these areas later. So there's anybody here now in the chapel area? Anybody from the cloth? Man of the cloth, you want to come forward tonight? You want to come and make yourself known? This is supposed to be a really active part of Woodchester Mansion. I'm here now on my own. There's nobody here apart from me. If you wish to come forward, I'm asking you with respect to come forward now and do something for me. Can you make a sound? Can you knock? Let me hear your voice. If I whistle, can you whistle back? Whistle back for me. That's the big chapel window there, as you can see. Absolutely amazing. What's absolutely amazing this? To actually be here now and just be here all alone without loads of people around me, it's just absolutely amazing. It has a creepy feel because it's so dark, and there's all these long corridors that are just going off to one another. You keep feeling that you're going to hear like footsteps running behind you, or that's what you feel that's going to happen. If anything's going to happen, it's going to be like footsteps, but nothing's happened up to now. It's only early. I'm just feeling my way again, guys, because I just can't see a thing. I do apologise if I'm going slow, but I just don't know what's ahead of me, to be fair. So there's all these little steps I have to tread carefully on. See, it's just a little long corridor. You can see how long the corridors are. We just come out of that one. That's the corridor that leads into the chapel, where we just come down. And again, you've got all these beautiful windows here. down here and see what happens. So we've got cellars to go down to later on, which is underground, which we'll do later on. I think Chris is going to join us at some point later on in the investigation as well, so his influence might just stir up maybe a little bit of activity, as Chris has been investigating this place for a very, very long time. Oh, was that me? I just heard like a stone. What could have just been me kicking it? Yeah, so that's a loose floorboard, guys. That's what that was. So come on, walk towards me if you were here. Show yourself. Make a sound. Hear your voice. Whistle. Come and touch me. So what we've done now, we've just come into the really big drawing room. This is a massive room in the house. It's called the drawing room. And not said it's weird because they said this room is never active, but over the past, I'm not sure, pretty recently that a couple of things have happened in this room. As I say, it's not been a room that has had a lot of activity, but as I say, a few things have happened recently apparently in this room. Apparently one of them chairs has apparently moved by itself, and also that door apparently just keeps opening by itself and closing too. Now that is a heavy door, so you couldn't really blame that on the draft because it does shut quite firmly as well, which I just checked. But I say, another fantastic room, this of Woodchester Mansion. Absolutely beautiful. It's just absolutely amazing, guys, in here. Love to live here. So if there's any spirits in this drawing room, anybody that wishes now to come forward, I'm asking you, again, with respect, could you move maybe the chair or open that door? It'd be fantastic. Apparently you've done it before. I'll move one of these chairs. Apparently the chair's just been there and apparently it's just gone like that. Could you open the door of the drawing room, please? Could you rattle the handle? Can you turn the handle of that door in the drawing room? Anybody watched if you go back to 2002 when they did the Most Haunted Live here, this was the room where they had the audience as well. This is where all the audience were, sat down. And yeah, check it out, Woodchester Mansion, Most Haunted Live, 2002. I'm forgetting what this room was now, but I think this is the room where all the birds were. There's quite a few birds in here before. So, let's look at that. Now if you look up there, when I said to you the mansion wasn't finished, as you can see, there's all the levels of flooring that were never put in, if you can imagine that. So this room wouldn't have been as high as it is if the other floors had been put in, but this is why it wasn't finished. And this is one of the reasons why it wasn't finished, and this is how it looks today. I say up there before, there was a few birds roosting who got in through the windows and stuff. So we do need to be aware of that. I can't see any birds in here now. So is anybody here in this room? Anybody at all that wishes to come forward again? Come forward and do something for me, either in here or in the drawing room, the other side. It's been very, very quiet. So apart from when we were walking around with Chris, when we heard a couple of voices, And when I was doing the intro to the camera, I left Gary and Chris in the room, and they thought they heard, when I went back, I was just doing the intro on camera, and I went back into the hub where Chris and Gary was, and they thought they heard a woman's voice as well, apparently, so don't know. So, you want me out of this room? Open that door and I will leave. But if I knock, can you knock back somewhere, please? Well, Chris did say on this south corridor we're on now, we'll just come up the stairs, that he's not really had anything at all on this corridor. There's all the rooms that weren't finished. That's where we was before, down where the table was. And as you can see, the levels of the floor were never put in. What we're going to do now, we're going to go up into the top floor. So Gary will be up here somewhere, no doubt. So going back to the top of the mansion now. Big spiral staircase. You've just been up here, haven't you, with your headphones on and...
Yeah, and I got upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
That's the only thing it's
that's
come
the
out
only
with.
thing that come through, but I am upstairs.
Yeah, okay.
Not now.
You switched that off now. That's changing your battery soon, eh?
Already?
Only 15 minutes left, isn't it? It's only a little battery this, though, isn't it?
Right, spirits, me and Phil are here now. Can you make a sound? Shows you're here. We're not here to harm you.
What's that?
I heard that.
What's right behind you? Was you move?
No, look, I can move and it's
What
on
was
like
it?
concrete
What was
window.
it? What was it on?
It sounded more that way to me.
Oh, I
It
thought
sounded
it- I
like,
thought it was
it sounded like a
behind.
floorboard that way. Is that you, spirits? Can you do it again? Turn it down 'cause you can still hear it.
Hey?
I'll turn this down because you can still
It's
hear it.
alright, little.
Spirits, I believe you've shown yourself down at the end of this corridor. Can you do it again, please? Can you make that sound again? That was as soon as I... Did you hear that
That was
then?
behind you, though.
No, it wasn't. It was right in front.
See, I think it's behind. It's weird, isn't it, Clayton? It's behind you.
Was that you, spirits? Oh, sorry, that was me. I don't know where I've buttons off of this yet. Spirit, it'd be great if you could get all these cat balls going off at one time, because Phil doesn't believe in them. Get them going off in a big row.
And they haven't gone off tonight, have they?
Not at all. No. See the green light at the end, can you make that light up? There's no radio signals or anything round here, so we should be okay. Can't even get a signal on my phone.
Yeah, Well, they say, because when we were with Chris before, as I say, when we was on that corridor below, Chris didn't feel anything. But apparently when he was up here, what happened, Gary?
He
thought
got possessed.
he was with a
almost,
group of
didn't he?
people,
Yeah,
and he said all of a sudden he came
angry and
really angry. He said that his full body came out,
telling everyone to leave.
and it's just, we spoke to Chris all
Yeah,
night,
he's not like
he's
that,
just not that kind of guy. And he said it really did spook him up, and he said this is the part of the mansion what he hates.
Yeah.
There's also a scrying mirror as well, which we're going to try later, aren't we?
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
a few things have happened to quite a lot of people in apparently the scrying mirror. We'll
Some
try
of it
that
don't-
tonight.
some of it
Some
don't
of we don't
normally
really
do.
do, but we will try it tonight. The only reason being is apparently something happens to one side of your face. We don't know, Gary, do we?
No.
So it'll be interesting to see if we do get anything on that. We will try that later
If it
on.
happens to you, don't tell me.
No.
No, I won't tell you. The spirits, you can walk along these floorboards, they'll creak. That creak then. Did you hear that then?
Not my
Again?
fault, is it? See, I'm moving now. That's not me. I'm moving side to side. Listen, it's not me.
I took my shoes off before.
No, but look at that. I'm not moving.
I know, you see, every time
moving.
I've said do the floorboards, something creaks.
So it wasn't me.
Thank you, spirits. Can you do that again? We'll stand still. Do it a little bit.
Down there, isn't it? Hear your voice? Hello? James, are you here? James, the big guy. My name's Phil.
I'm Gary.
We're asking you to come forward, James. We're asking you to walk towards us. Come on, show yourself. Apparently you've done it before. Come and make me and Gary aggressive. Do you not want us here? Show yourself.
Is it external, that noise? Or
I don't know.
Is there like some tarpaulin or something on
the
the...
drip, could be, couldn't it?
There's
Scaffolding
scaffolding there.
It could be something from the scaffolding.
Not that windy out there, though, is it?
No, no wind tonight, is there?
I don't think so.
Are you cold?
I'm alright now, I've got
I'm
this
okay.
jacket on. I was freezing before.
Come on, James. Do something like these balls up on the floor. Kick one of them.
Kick them all.
Throw one at us.
Do you want us to leave?
Oh, when we were down in the cellar with Chris, that we thought we heard voices. Now, when I was telling you guys before, when I was doing the introduction, I left Gary and Chris in the hub, and
We heard a lady's voice.
you heard the lady's voice, didn't you,
Yeah.
Gary?
Yeah, but it's very, very echoey, but I mean, I don't know how your voice changed it into a lady's voice, but it did. But
I was quite away from you though.
I know, yeah.
I was
it
down
it was-
in the old.
I'm not saying it was.
mortuary
it was
area.
The echo, it's very echoey, isn't it? Come on, spirits. Come on, make one of us angry. Make me angry with Phil.
I tell you what, if Chris comes up with his later, I hope he doesn't get angry.
Yeah, no, kick us out too early.
How do you feel generally in here, Gary?
Nothing at the moment.
You feel nothing? Do you feel
Even when I was on my own, I was like,
you didn't feel an edge or anything? No.
no. I think we should move to the cellar.
Yeah. Well, I've got I've got 9 minutes left.
Okay,
Do you want to
finish
go
up.
and find that mirror, and we'll do yours?
Yeah.
What we're going to do, we're going to find that
People
scrying
are-
mirror, and I've got about 9 minutes to film before I change my battery. So while we're up here, we'll just go and try the scrying thing. Right. So this is the scrying mirror we was telling you about. I'll just come out a shot, and then I can get all the Gary's face. So we'll see if anything happens, Gary.
I don't want it lying one side of my face up and not the other because that will throw me.
So a couple of strange things have happened in this mirror. Anything, Gary? No?
It is one of them strange things you look into a mirror at yourself and you do start changing it.
Yeah, but it'd be
So,
interesting to see what you feel, because we don't know what Chris
No.
has experienced, do we? So just go with it.
Yeah, I'm trying. Did start seeing like a different face, but
Yeah.
one side, I won't tell you which side. So it did.
Well, I've got an itch to my right hand side on my face. I can't see the mirror, but the right side of my cheek is itching like hell. That's my right.
It starts going and then you blink and it comes back again. You're like,
That's the thing that you're not to try. It's like looking at them 3D pictures, isn't it? You just got to try and focus it without blinking, really. That's what we say.
just a different face.
look very stern. You do?
Trying to give me,
Hey?
trying to give me faces. I saw something moving in the corner of my eye, bloody. Shit me.
What is it? Spider.
I did get something then, so I won't tell you what I got.
I haven't got enough batteries to try it, but I'll try it later. You're looking very stern.
I'm trying to.
Oh, you're doing that on purpose? Right. Gary thought he felt something. He's not going to tell me because Chris knows. Gary doesn't know what Chris knows, but I'm going to try it later. And then what we'll do, we'll confirm later if we got the same thing, Gary.
Yeah. I'll try it again when you're doing somewhere else. I'll just try standing there a bit longer.
How does it feel?
It's always a weird thing looking into a mirror
But
yourself, isn't it?
I've just been saying, because you was upstairs and I was just like talking, what do you think of the building, Gary?
It's amazing, yeah.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Probably one of the best ones we've been to in it so far.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic building.
Yeah, it's just massive in it, so
And it's one of them places, isn't it, where it's funny you're there and you feel like something.
yeah.
The phenomenon I feel, if anything's going to happen, is something like footsteps walking towards me. I'm going to hear a voice. That's what I feel. If anything's going to happen here tonight, that's what it'll be.
Yeah.
I'm not psychic, as you know, but
No.
you just get that inkling, don't you, that something what could happen.
Yeah. It's just an interesting building, isn't it? It's just not.
And it's a lot bigger than what we thought. We've got the cellar to go into.
We've got
And
a lot to
I
cover,
was saying
haven't
on camera before, Gary, wasn't I? When we was in the cellar, we thought. Well, I thought I heard like voices.
Yeah.
Chris heard it, and then we thought we heard some kind of yelp or some description as
Yeah.
well, didn't we? We
Yeah,
wasn't sure if
weird.
it was the echoing of our voices, but we did try and recreate it with talking, and we didn't hear anything.
No.
So
me and Chris definitely heard a lady's voice.
Yeah, I didn't miss that. Was because without doing the introduction.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, guys, I'm going to go down now and change my battery. I think what we're going to do then, Gary, is go down into the cellar.
Yeah.
And let's see if we can get them voices.
Okay. We'll get the